In the 5th century, King Vakhtang Gorgasali, the ruler of Kartli, was once hunting with his noblemen in the vicinities of present-day Tbilisi. Hunters noticed a pheasant in the sky and sent a sparrowhawk to catch it. A struggle for life and death ensued, and later, both birds were found cooked in warm water that sprung from those places. They say the king was surprised to find many warm springs with curative properties and decided to found a city there. The city was named Tbilisi. The word Tbilisi in Georgian means warm. Tbilisi is one of the most ancient cities of the world. Back in the Neolithic period, as archaeological excavations have revealed, there were settlements on the territory of Tbilisi. Life in Tbilisi, its rules, traditions, and history are presented in our museum. Every guest of our museum will enjoy his visit and will receive important information. Take a promenade in Tbilisi, and you will see for yourself how it is a city of romanticists. You will see its unique architecture, narrow streets, sculpted balconies, old gates, where every detail is refined and colorful. The city is developing. It takes on a new image. I enjoyed the center of the city, the old and the new, and I was impressed at the outset with the architecture, the ancient streets, and the rustic buildings. In the Soviet period, construction in this part of the city was flexible to absorb the decades of shock of earthquakes. Overall, Tbilisi is simply breathtaking, especially in panorama from the ridges of surrounding mountains. But Tbilisi, mind you, is just one part of Georgia. And Georgia, with its sophisticated old culture, is an experience to be had. Many interesting buildings remained after the disintegration of the Soviet Union. We can call it Soch art. We are now in the Georgian State Art Museum. The theme here is Georgian art, ancient to modern. The Department of Old Georgian Art exhibits only the art samples of the Middle Ages. In the Treasury Department, a visitor will become familiar with the material found by archaeologists from ancient times to the pre-Christian era, and in the next hall, with art from the Middle Ages. In the expositions of those halls of the museum, the visitor can watch the development of chasing art from its origin to the middle of the 19th century. New and modern Georgian art originated when European art entered Georgia. This is the beginning of the 17th, 18th, and of course 19th and 20th centuries. The museum also displays art from West Europe and Russia, and it has a rather rich collection of Oriental works as well. The greatest charm and wealth of Tbilisi is the way it brings together traditional religions, various cultures, ethnic groups, and East and West in a harmonious and tolerant atmosphere. Siona Cathedral, which was built from the 6th to 9th centuries, and Anshasati Basilica are splendid. Trinity Cathedral is the greatest Orthodox church in Georgia. It is the 21st century monument and can be seen from anywhere in Tbilisi. It's been 1 year and I've already fallen in love with this city. The weather in Tbilisi is always pleasant, neither too cold in the winter nor too hot in the summer. There are many trees, many churches, and quite a few castles here. Tbilisi, like all of Georgia, is always a good host to its guests. However, to its many enemies, Tbilisi was adamantly unwelcoming. These qualities are embodied in the monument of the 20th century, the Mother of Kartli, who bears a weapon in the one hand and a cup of wine in the other. Tbilisi is a picturesque city with very kind people. We have the best impressions. We are fortunate we have visited the city at least once in our life. Once a year, Tbilisi celebrates Tbilisoba, the day of the city. People from all the regions of Georgia come to Tbilisi to see concerts of artists, shows, and many other festivities. Tbilisi is a city of artists. You will be able to grow familiar with their work during the exhibitions along the embankment of the Makvari River.
It is a beautiful day. We're shopping and buying jewelry and puppets, and we're going to go up to the church. We'll spend the whole week going to see the dancers tomorrow night and some music, and every night is a party. Tbilisi is a wonderful city, and Georgia is the best place.
In 2006, the 10th Tbilisi Jazz Festival will be held here. Famous jazz performers such as Bobby McFerrin, James Braun, Ray Charles, Manhattan Transfer, El Jarreau, George Benson, John McLaughlin had all performed in these jazz festivals at one point or another. Because of such illustrious performers, our jazz festival is declared one of the most prestigious in the world. You cannot even attend such a concert in other European countries. Unforgettable evenings await you. If you are interested in opera and ballet, visit the Tbilisi State Theatre of Opera and Ballet, named after Zakaria Paliashvili. There you can hear the world-renowned artists. You will be excited by the performance and will be tempted to glance at the upcoming playbills. If you would like to experience real theatrical art in depth, you will have to visit Rustaveli and Marjanishvili theaters in the first place. You will see refined plays masterfully staged, and they will make an unforgettable impression on you. People interested in theater plays can see all forms of theater in Tbilisi. We believe that there is no trend of theatrical art in the world that is not expressed in the reality of Georgian theater. Several international theatrical festivals are organized in Tbilisi, which pulses with theatrical life. Fans of diverse entertainment can visit Tbilisi circuses, where you will have real fun and excitement. And if you are looking to keep in shape, you can visit one of Tbilisi's many sports recreation centers.
I've very much come to love Tbilisi. I think this place is fascinating. And whether you come for the food, the culture, the environment, or the people, there's a lot to be seen here. Anyway, I must go now. I'm going to dash back down the hill and go warm up with some nice hajapuri and kingali.
There are many restaurants and cafe bars in the city where, along with Georgian dishes, you can find the delicious cuisine of other countries as well. All class hotels are functioning, and you will have many to choose from. There are also many banks in Tbilisi which offer the range of banking services. Political leaders have frequently visited Tbilisi. Business meetings and scientific conferences have also been organized here as well. If you wish to bring back a small part of Georgian culture, souvenir shops abound. And, since Georgia is the country of wine, we advise you to visit the many wine shops too and select a bottle of the finest. If you grow tired of the city rhythm, you can visit the botanical gardens, rest and gaze upon the unique plants. But if this rhythm is too slow for you, then check out the dance clubs of Tbilisi and lose yourself in the energy. After you have a good time, you can take a stroll down the main street of Rustaveli Avenue.
Also ich finde, die Stadt hat einen ganz besonderen
The city has
Charme.
charm because of its wonderful architecture. Tbilisi is located on important communication and cultural crossroads, enchanting you with an eclectic and pleasant climate.
Besonders angenehme Klima, also die Stadt ist eine große Faszination aus.
Well-equipped police guarantee your security. The situation in the city became stable from the very day the patrol police were created. Numbering about 90 brigades, the police patrol the city every day. I would ask foreign tourists to visit our capital, to go sightseeing and have a good time. I'm sure you'll feel secure and at ease here. Old Tbilisi has special charm at daybreak. The Mkvari River divides the city into the left and right banks. Both banks can be seen from the castle of the Middle Ages, Narikala. Metechi Cathedral, old streets, and the modern city are seen on the horizon. Abinatubani, the district of old baths, is visible too. The district of the city was the center of attention for many foreign travelers, Marco Polo among them. Ibn Hokal, Arabian geographer of the 10th century, wrote that there are the baths similar to the Tiberiadian baths, where water is boiling without fire. You will surely be enchanted by Georgian hospitality. You will conceive Tbilisi as the color of the Caucasus, the center, the site where the cultures of East and West, Europe and Asia, meet and fuse. Being in this city, you will feel captivated, for you will come in contact with the ancient world. As the proverb says, shortly, better to see once than to hear 100 times. Travel to Tbilisi.